Hi, we're at the donut couches. Couch. The donut's couch.
It's a donut. Some
Three
donuts. One of
donuts.
the donuts.
We might.
Three
I
donuts.
am
A
one
couple of
donut.
us have a couple of us have a bite missing out of us, but no big deal.
Last time,
Are you speaking for yourself?
Depends on the day. Yes, I have more than one bite missing.
So you would say you're not a whole donut today? Okay.
No, I'm like
That's
maybe
fair.
one of the donut balls.
So you are the whole donut, the donut hole. Okay.
Right, but I'm not the whole donut.
I feel like I'm the donut that they gave you the box and you went to open it, but then they accidentally handed you the box upside down. So you picked up your donut, but all the icing just stuck to like the lid. That's what I feel like today.
oh, that's the
Oh.
worst.
Yeah, that's my Monday for me.
All right. So I guess we'll get us started today. Do y'all want an easy one or a tough one to start?
Just hit me.
What's the
Hit 'em.
most embarrassing thing you've ever had happen to you in public?
It's gonna be a tough one. There's a lot.
I should give a few if they're short.
Well, my dad is one of the most like unhinged. I don't know if unhinged is the right word. He has no boundaries. Like he'll say, but he's not like offensive to anyone. He's a really nice guy, but he just has like, I guess no pride in a way. He'll just like, I don't know.
He has no ego, so he's just like F it.
Yeah, yeah. And he's been like that since I was young, but he's getting like more and more like that as he gets older. So like,
I feel like that just comes with
Yeah,
age
it's
naturally
true.
anyway. Same thing will happen to us.
yeah,
You just give less of a shit with time.
yep, it's true.
So what's the craziest thing he's done to you in public then, or to embarrass you?
There's one time, which the thing is, like, I grew up with this, so I never really got too embarrassed about it. But like for one example that he did, he dressed like a what was it, like a ballerina, but also like a GI Joe mixed with a ballerina. So he had like a fake machine gun and a tutu and like sunglasses and pigtails with a do-rag kind of thing. I don't know. So he came to my school when he was like that for my birthday and gave me something during class.
I think that's pretty awesome, to be honest.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was imagining like the lunchroom and there being like hundreds of kids in there and just like,
Yeah. Yeah, it was, I mean, I was a little embarrassed about it, but at the same time I was like, my dad's crazy, he's cool. You know what I mean?
That's some like Jim Carrey
Yeah.
shit right there. I love it.
Yep.
My dad would never have done something like
mine
that.
neither. My mom, on the other hand, yeah, my dad knew.
Was she like that?
Yeah, my mom was like, she worked at the school system too, so she knew all the kids, and like she would like for like all the different days she would dress up like absolutely crazy and ridiculous and stuff. So yeah, you never knew, but everybody knew my mom. So at the same time, it was one of those things like everybody knew she was like that. So it helped me out a little bit. It wasn't like a surprise when she showed up that way. I guess. So
That's better.
my embarrassing thing is I was at a family reunion and they had an auction, and my grandma had just won a wicker chair, and so I go to sit down in it and the butt falls through it, and so I fall and I get stuck with my legs up in the air and my back down in it and I can't get out. And the whole family reunion, because she just won it, are sitting there and all just laughing their asses off at me because I'm stuck in a wicker chair and can't get out of it. I had to have my grandma pull as I stood up. But that was mine. Everybody's just staring at me and I was stuck in a chair. 6'8", legs sticking straight up.
And
Yep.
she had just won it too. That makes
Yep.
it even more sad.
So yeah, ended up just going
Sorry,
back in the
Grandma.
truck.
Dang.
So what's yours, Mr. Slack?
I don't know if mine's necessarily embarrassing, but it's a relatively funny childhood story, I guess. But I couldn't really think of anything in my later years because I don't really do anything that I find too embarrassing or I wouldn't do it, kind of, for me personally. So
Yeah.
the one thing that I can kind of think of, mind you, I was pretty young, but my cousins were over. And my one cousin's a month younger than me. And my other cousin is probably 3 years, maybe 3 years younger than us and his brother. So they used to come over during my childhood all the time, and I lived on kind of like a farm or whatever. And we had this greenhouse up in the garden, and my parents would leave us home alone. We had like 20 acres in our farm. We had a farmer for a neighbor and a church for the other neighbor, and the farmer owned like 150 acres, so there was like no one around. Yeah, there was like no one around,
Wow.
so they just left us to our own devices all the time. So, with that being said, my cousins and I decided it would be a great idea to spray paint the greenhouse because we'd make it look cool, a bunch of like, I don't know, 8-year-olds going and doing graffiti. It's going to turn out great. So we grab a bunch of spray cans, and I just remember making a stick figure with boobs. and the spray paint, and my cousin Kenny. I just remember me and Connor just like looking over to the right, and Kenny's just spray painting in giant letters the word fuck, and Kenny's like 7. So this was supposed to be a 3-day like sleepover. We were gonna have an awesome time. This was like day 1, hour 4 that we did this, so you can see it went downhill pretty much after that. So my parents got home, were very upset, obviously.
Was it out in the open where
So
they
my
could see it?
It was on the back side of the greenhouse.
So how did they discover? Were y'all like, come look, Mom?
I can't honestly remember how it was discovered, but I feel like it was just like mom intuition, like her spider senses just went off and knew something was wrong. There was probably like paint all over our fingers, and we smelled like aerosol or something. There was just all the things were there. But they actually did not get sent home. We got to spend the next remaining whatever of the weekend tearing down the greenhouse and fixing it. So that's all we did. We were not allowed to play or do. Yeah, we were not allowed to play or do anything else. We rebuilt the greenhouse. So.
Jeez, well, I mean, hey, I'm sure that helped you learn your lesson though, having to put in that many hours.
True.
I don't spray paint very often anymore. Not something that piques my curiosity much.
That is crazy. Can't say that I've graffitied anything like that. I did burn a lot of stuff with a magnifying glass as a kid and burnt my finger multiple times. I will say
I
that.
did that too. Dude,
I was showing my
kids
kids.
fire.
I was showing my kids that the other day. They're about to be 3 and 4, and I was like, "Kids, come check this out." Grabbed the leaf for the magnifying glass, and they're like, "I want to do it," and they couldn't ever get it to work because they couldn't figure out how to get the beam to go straight enough. But yeah. Oh, everybody loves some fire.
I have a pretty good fire story, but I'm going to save it for another time.
You won't remember it another time?
Write it down now.
I always remember.
Fire story. Fur story. You gotta say it with an accent. Fire.
Dude, I am trying so hard.
I have to type it in an accent.
Type in what?
I have to type it in an accent.
Fire. Oh, jeez. That's like I had another story I was going to go along with, but it completely left my mind after you started telling yours. Gone. Wasn't that important, I guess.
That's usually the way it goes. Let me teach you how to shave, or like, I didn't get that, like, whatever they used to consider like the boy man experience, or I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But
that makes sense. That's why you haven't got your hair cut. You don't know how to shave. You don't know how to trim up. That's what happened.
You're the one talking, Amish man.
Hey, mine's usually fairly clean and orderly for it to be like this. It's not like coming out the sides.
Yeah, I don't have to spend money on that many razors.
All All right.
I work in a salon, so if I need help with that stuff, it just happens.
Just tell someone, here, chop it.
I was gonna
Just
say,
trade.
if you need help with it, then that's probably a problem, then, right?
Yeah.
You're either not at the right place or in a dark spot somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Do you know how to use a, what is it, a straight razor? Were you trained on that?
Yep.
That's always something.
do you use it often?
Yeah, that's.
No, rarely.
No.
I was about to say,
Do you like start singing some Sweeney Todd whenever you start using it though?
In my head, yeah.
Some Midnight Barber stuff.
I probably shouldn't do that in the salon, or else I get some
you have
kind of.
Someone just starts like
clients.
jamming out with you though.
Yeah,
It
that's
would be
true.
hilarious.
Yeah,
Take-
they probably would just laugh.
take your stream deck and just set it behind one of the bottles, and just press the button and change the station to it, so it starts playing over the radio or something.
You just don't say anything
Go
about
turn
it.
on your oven real quick so they can hear the beep of it like preheating.
Dude, if they hear an oven beep in the salon, they're gonna be like, "Why is there an oven in here? This is definitely Sweeney Todd happening."
Oh, that's pretty good. That'd be interesting. That's something I always wanted to learn though, was how to use a straight razor. I'd probably cut myself
It's
a billion
it's
times.
nice. You can get like those perfect lines with it, because normal razors you don't know right where it stops, but straight razor
Yeah.
you can just get right to where you want it.
I don't know where mine starts or stops, so
I guess
just everywhere.
There's no issue there then.
there's just patches here and there.
So the liquid death that I was wanting to talk about,
Yes.
I cannot find what I was looking at the other night. Like, there's some creepy stuff about it.
There is.
In what way? Like conspiracy?
No, not conspiracy. I think they do it on purpose. I mean, I thought they did until now that I can't find it anywhere. Like, there was like a commercial or something that they made where they had a witch that was like packaging all the water and getting all the souls to put in the water. And then there's like,
That's awesome.
I know, it's cool. But then there was like all of the little descriptions to everything. There's like, let's see.
Did it get canceled?
I don't think so. It says instant death sweatshirt. This is just one of their sweatshirts that they sell on the site. It says most people think you wear black to an execution, but black actually shows sadness and therefore respect for the dead. But your thirst does not deserve your respect. If given the chance, it would kill you and everyone you love. Pink, green, blue, and tie-dye are more celebratory colors. They will let your thirst know you aren't just there to watch it die, but to party on its grave afterward. Style runs big, size down for classic fit. So all of their descriptions are just like kind of creepy like that.
What if there was?
I mean,
Was what?
if I knew that, I'd probably be more prone to drink it.
I know. Dude, I gotta find this. I'll find the video at some point and I'll send it to you guys on Discord, but maybe we'll have to include that sometime in one of the podcasts.
No, for sure. If you find it, send it to me on Discord. Maybe I'll try to do a quick little throw it in on YouTube. So anybody listening on any of the other with media platforms that doesn't have video, you might have to pop over to see the YouTube or the video of the commercial popped in there. Although not sponsored.
Yet.
Yeah, it's one day in like 7 years.
We'll all be old and gray, and we'll get the first sponsor. And it'll probably watch it be Liquid Death Water.
Dude, that'd be so
Liquid
sweet.
Death.
It'd be the liquid death water while we're old and gray.
Yep.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna, if I'm old and gray in 7 years, then I need to change my diet or something.
I don't know, 7 years. I could take a toll on you. I could take a toll.
Good. I'm looking at your little list here.
Are you now?
I am.
Well,
It's a short little list,
take you a pick.
which is as expected.
It's not that short. I
It's
just
pretty
happened to go
short, man.
through
A
half
lot of
them.
these are not applicable anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because I used half of them.
Yeah. You need to refresh it. A refresh.
Refresh. Not refreshing the
Yeah.
list.
Okay. Well, you know what? Where would you go in a zombie apocalypse?
Where would I go?
Give me a good reason
Or the
why.
first thing I
Yeah.
grab. Okay.
I asked my question. You ask yours later.
I would go
Trying
toward the
to
mountains.
change the question.
Wait.
Why would you go to the mountains?
Yeah.
Because there's less people overall, and zombies have to come from other people generally, from what I've seen. So less people overall. You can go out a back road where there's not many people, but there's still houses. AKA my in-laws live kind of like that, and so I would head to the in-laws' house probably. Yeah, and you have all the old farmers that have all the goodies and crops and everything too. So right there's a double win. You're away from everybody, and then you've got gardens already going for you. So that's my 2 cents. Opinion.
Doey?
I think middle of the ocean on a like not a huge boat, but just like a decent sized boat, because zombies can't get out there. Right? I mean, some movies they can swim, but like a typical zombie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw a wrench in both of your guys' game plans. Can I do that?
Sure. Let's hear it.
Animals can be zombies.
Oh dang!
I'd still go mountains. I'd still go mountains.
There's so many animals there, though.
The ocean?
No, I know the ocean too, but like then
That'd be terrifying.
you're pretty much screwed
Zombie
no matter
whale.
zombie whale or zombie shark. Now, the mountains, I think you'd still fare a little bit better, because like in North Carolina mountains, there's a few bear, but they're like way up there, and so it's not crazy. So worst case, it's gonna be smaller game, smaller animals, maybe a coyote at most that I would run into, and I would still have a garden and stuff running. I think that'd be it. Doey, I don't know if I like your plan. Because if I run out of food and water or gas, then that's a long way back to shore.
You can fish. First of all,
Okay.
you have unlimited food. I know water, like we would have to go back to shore every so often to like load up on water, but you'd be
That's true.
set with fish.
But then you got storms. Storms on the ocean seem less fun than storms on land.
But if you're not like
I mean, to
way
an
far
extent,
out,
but it kind of depends. That and depends, like, what if you have, like, a yacht? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's probably going to fare better than if you have, like, a little, like, pontoon boat. Well, maybe a
Oh,
pontoon
and would
would
you
be
go
okay,
ocean or like big lake, like one of the lakes up like near Michigan or
Big
something?
lake,
Because that
yeah.
might be a good option. Because then you're not gonna have the.
dude, I have the perfect.
I'd go to a bay.
I've got it.
Go to a bay.
A lake in the mountains.
Colorado, surrounded by mountains, but then you're gone.
Go
Yeah.
go to Milwaukee. You got the Great Lake there.
Yep.
That
There you
thing's
go.
big and it's fresh water.
You have all those
you just have to
farms.
boil it. You don't even have to get the salt out.
Yep.
Yeah.
What? That's where I'd go.
That might be a plan.
Best
Well,
of
then
both
you have the
worlds.
zombie, and there's no big killer fish in there, are there?
There's
Nope.
The Loch
There,
Ness.
that'd be where
I
you
guess.
want to go.
Hey, right there.
Nessie.
We might,
Nessie was friendly though. Maybe Nessie will help.
unless there's a
I have no
zombie.
fucking clue.
That's true.
Come here, friendly zombie. Oh!
Maybe if you have like a barge, you'll be okay. If you're in like a massive ship like
Now
that.
that'd be cool, like a cargo ship where you made every container a room. That'd be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. You have like a little colony on there. That'd be pretty dope.
What about like a submarine?
You
Would
could
that be
move.
safe?
It'd be safe, but it'd be shitty living, man.
What?
Your mental fortitude would decline.
What if it was a submarine
fast,
and
I
you could
think.
like spend most of the time above water, just like
You're
on
talking
top?
to 6'2" and 6'8".
good point.
Right
That sounds
here.
like
Do you realize
That sounds like a headache.
Yeah.
he's losing his head at like nips up, if not lower. Like,
I don't.
yeah, this is gonna be horrible.
I'm not a huge fan of being out in the middle of a body of water either, especially if I can't see land. So I imagine under I would not be very happy either. I think I'd still take my
Yeah.
chances on land somewhere. I don't know.
I'm not a claustrophobic person, but I feel like underwater for long periods of time like that would be pretty stressful. Like, I'm a homebody too and a hermit, but I feel like I like going outside and being able to just like have the sunlight whenever I want it and stuff. And I feel like I'd lose my mental.
Yeah.
My mentality would decline really fast underwater.
For sure. For sure.
Okay. There's been a bunch of weird noises happening and nobody's here. I'm
I
just
thought
like, I'm
you.
looking at
I
my-
thought your wife was there. That's why I thought you were maybe talking or looking at her.
No, I've been trying to figure out what this. I have
Okay.
a camera outside. I was looking to see if there's anybody there, and there's nothing. So
Audio listeners, if you're not aware, Doey, go back to episode 2, pull your pants down and get the shotgun and just start waddling at them.
And if you are an audio listener, this for the past like probably 3 minutes, Doey's been looking left and right randomly.
Yeah, I'm sure that was distracting, but I was just like,
We just haven't
where?
acknowledged it.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Okay, you know how I told you my dad is just wild?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. I don't know if you can see it. It might be too hard to see. Yeah, outside. So
I have no idea.
there's this.
Ah!
You know how I said
What's
my
going
parents
on?
are like kitty corner to me?
Oh, yeah. I remember you saying they were close. What if it was him effing with you?
No. So my dad built this. What would you call it? Like a not a zip line, but like basically we have letters that come to their house like all the time. So he built this thing where he attaches it to the zip line thing, and then he pulls on one side and it delivers it to the house. So I look up and it's like this old bicycle wheel that he made it with. And
That's
it's just like
awesome.
moving around. I'll have to show you guys sometime.
Is a message coming?
I don't know. Let me see.
It reminds me of Blue's Clues. You've
That's
got
awesome. Yeah. So you're gonna send a carrier pigeon next? I'm so curious.
Yeah, I wish that you guys could see it. I can see him over there. I think he's just like trying to fix it or something.
Okay.
I wish I
that's
could show you guys.
That's great. Oh man, I
Okay.
thought that's pretty good. I thought for a second you were about to say he had a string with a can and he was trying to ring you, like he was like shaking the can, like answer the phone.
I wouldn't be
it's
surprised.
Two cans and a string.
I've never tried that. Anybody here actually tried that? Know if it works?
When I was a kid, yeah. But never very good.
I don't remember. I mean, what do you expect? What do you really expect?
I would think it
from
would work.
It works if it's tight
Why?
enough. But
If it's what? It works if you're really close
that's
together.
the thing. Like you have to either be like you can't go from room to room or anything because then there's too many bends and stuff. So it's really pointless. Unless you're like,
But what if it's not?
what's that?
Continue.
If you're like like a mile away and you can stretch the metal really tight, then I think it would actually work.
Is it metal or string? I thought it was a string.
I always
has
thought
to
it was
be-
fishing line.
No, it has to be
Oh,
metal. Like
we've all know-
like zip wire line, you know?
Like it's gotta be like metal wire going through it, so the vibrations carry, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I
always
tried.
thought it was a string. My world's been flipped.
Yeah, no, I
might
thought it was
work
like
with a
fishing
string.
line or a string too.
Yeah. I always thought it was a string. It seems so dangly.
No, I thought that too, because I mean, was it Grown Ups 1 or 2 the movie?
Dude, you guys might
Didn't
be
they
right
have
with
it
this.
strung
If
through the whole
both
house?
of you.
What?
In Grown Ups 1 or 2, the movie, didn't they have it like strung through the whole house at the lake?
I don't remember.
You never watched that? I love some
I
Adam Sandler.
watched it, I just don't remember.
Adam Sandler, Jesus. Adam Sandler.
Yeah, he's good.
Words.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that it worked when I was a kid with the metal string, whatever you call that. But I don't know if that's like the way that most
I
people
definitely
do
need to try it now. So I'm gonna flip back to zombies real quick.
All right.
What would be your
Good
go-to weapon of choice in a zombie apocalypse? It doesn't matter, no cost, everything is available to you. What would you pick?
Can I only have one thing?
Your main weapon. You can pick a secondary, I guess, but your main weapon. It could be a katana or it could be a gun. Like anything. Like anything's
Why can't
available.
My secondary. Okay. Well, what's considered a secondary?
As long as you
Is
can,
that
as long
limited?
as you can still carry it.
Okay. So 9 bazookas. No, I'm just kidding.
You better be jacked at that point. You might as well be like all the fairy godparents, the drill instructor, dude.
I think I definitely would go for a sword, but I don't feel like I'd go for a katana because I feel like it's cliche. Not only because it's cliche, like I don't care about that. I don't care about being cool in the apocalypse, but I feel like it would get dull, and over time, just like it would be prone to too much damage. But if you had like something closer to like a scimitar or a claymore, maybe not a full blown claymore because they're huge
You'd
and
be
heavy.
dragging it.
Just a Zweihander just coming and yeah, maybe some like You know, a strong sword like that, something that's more meant to like take a beating over time, so it would last. And then probably just like an M4 or something. I don't know. But it would kind of depend, because if the ammo's coming along with it, I know I can only carry so much, so that's limited too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I would probably use that for like people fighting in that kind of scenario, and then use my sword for like everything else. Maybe an axe over a sword, just so I can cut wood and shit.
Well, you could. So I'm saying you could still have other stuff like at your base camp, but like, what are you carrying? If you could pick anything to carry,
Okay.
to just go out and slay some
Just
zombies.
your main one.
Yeah.
Does it have
Sword
to be
and rifle.
like realistic, or can it be?
I mean, if it's something that could be fabricated, go for it.
The lightsaber and the power of God.
No, total Mandalorian.
Lightsaber. I mean, they're getting close to manufacturing some of those. So I mean,
Like
you
that
could.
Maybe.
and the armor from the Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
Those two things.
Beskar armor.
You're good. You're set. Because it never.
see
like,
that.
But
the
they can
swords
still get
never-
their fingers up in there.
Yeah. No, it's true.
I mean,
There's
the
still
zombies
danger.
anyway.
I'd hope they wouldn't get that fucking close to me. If I had a
mean-
lightsaber, if they're within that reach, their fingers are gonna be gone.
Wait, so you said the Mandalorian armor and what else?
Like the dark
What was your
saber.
weapon?
You know, the one
Okay,
from Mandalorian. Or
Darksaber's
any
dope.
lightsaber, but I mean, that one's the coolest. So.
That one's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, that one's definitely the coolest.
So do you have?
It's also most sword-like.
Yeah,
So it's obviously
exactly.
sharper.
So do you need to take yours back, Slack? Do you need to change yours around?
Well, if we're not going within the bounds of fucking reality
It's
now,
a
then
zombie
like, come
apocalypse,
on.
Come on. Like,
Okay, so I'm just whatever eighth thing. I'm just gonna mutate into super being. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn into.
there's no limits here.
I'm gonna.
It's like I said, it has to be able to be fabricated, like a possibility of being fabricated. Like the sword, the lightsaber. They've gotten pretty close to making. Like there's some that look pretty legit that are actually like plasma torches.
Okay, the thunder
true.
gun or thunder cannon from Black Ops that just blows everything out everywhere. That thing, because I'm pretty sure I can't actually run out of shots now. Like it's like a battery.
Yeah.
Come on. But anyway, that
I
thing.
can work with that.
Okay, and the Iron Man suit. That's totally gonna be achievable.
That's way cooler
Yeah.
than the Mandalorian. Can I switch?
That one would definitely be possible too. I could see it.
To be honest, I could probably take away the thunder gun because I could probably put that in the suit.
Yeah, it's part of
That's
it.
true.
So,
It'd just be
yeah.
whole thing. That's
Okay, Iron Man armor and a Snickers.
no what off of Zombieland where he goes and gets the Twinkies. Yours is a Snickers.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty good, pretty good.
Zeus, do you have yours?
I don't know. So before we were going out of the bounds of reality a little bit, we were stretching it just a little bit. I would have went with something. I would have probably went with something similar to a katana, but I would have. It wouldn't have been a long one. It would have been like a medium one, like one of the that's a little more sturdy. So kind of, I guess, the realms of what Slack was saying. And then probably some sort of rifle, mainly for hunting, just to carry on my back, just to have in worst case scenarios, like if I didn't need to or different things like that. But in y'all's bounds, I definitely would have to say a lightsaber would be up there because you could cut through pretty much anything. So there's like trees, you could chop down a tree with it if you really wanted to, whatever you wanted to do,
That's
really.
true.
You
It
could start
slices through
fires, like
stuff.
you wouldn't have to really worry about it. I'd be
Yeah, I
naked
didn't
in a
even think about
loincloth just for shits and giggles, to be honest. So forget the armor.
A what?
Naked with just a little loincloth. It'd be like Tarzan running through there with a lightsaber. Paint that mental
I just
image for
imagine
you.
running through with like SpongeBob's little tiny loincloth and a lightsaber.
Oh, yeah, I could do that. I honestly could just run off of that. That'd be entertaining enough. And I think at home base I'd have to have a cannon of some sort just for the heck of it.
Well, yeah.
Just a cannon.
Just a cannon.
Everything that you can't have
Okay.
right now, I would have that. Like the illegal things.
That's how the apocalypse works. I got you.
Yep.
You just instantly get everything you couldn't have with law.
Yep. You just go pick it up. Oh, pretty good.
Like I have one that's along the same lines of zombies. All the characters in all of the movies and shows you've ever seen, which one would you be in an apocalypse? Like Rick or the guy from Last of Us, that kind of thing.
Oh, so are we talking for like zombie movies, or are we talking about like any cartoon movie, TV show, anything?
Zombie.
Okay.
So
It has to be a zombie
survive in a
flick.
zombie apocalypse. Like, who would you choose to be out of all of the zombie movies and shows?
Oh, that's a good one. Let me think. I got. Oh. I gotta remember his name. Tallahassee from Zombieland. That's who I'd be. I'd run. Yep. Tallahassee from Zombieland.
That's a good one.
What about you, Doey? I have to think.
I think that would be my choice.
I'm really not sure.
It's kind of hard, but I think I would be Ellie. She's immune.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Cop out.
Yeah, you cheater. Just kidding.
Cop out.
But I mean, she's like a little girl though, so.
You rambunctious
I know
14-year-old.
exactly. Like,
I don't even know who she is. I think I stopped watching by the time they got to that.
dang, you need to keep going. It's so good.
So what's that? Episode 30 minutes into the show?
Yeah, it's like the first one, maybe second.
I feel like
It's really good, man.
I've watched. That's because that's from Walking Dead, right? Or no?
No, Last of Us.
No.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
why. Nope, I haven't seen Last of Us.
It's good.
Audience, attack him for not watching it. No, I'm just kidding.
I also haven't. So I also had never watched. I'll bring up another one, and then we'll go. We're not gonna forget about your Slack, so you better keep thinking. So
I already forgot.
So I've actually I had never seen any Star Wars movies until this past year and a half at my father-in-law's, because he's a big Star Wars fan. Same with, I've never seen any Lord of the Rings, any of that. I don't know. It just never interested me. Although now that I've started watching Star Wars, I do love some Star Wars.
Same. I'm recent to it too.
What? Okay.
I picked mine.
Okay. Let's hear it. You're probably gonna be
I
Carl.
might butcher her.
Carl.
Stop attacking my hair all the time.
I said Carl.
That's probably the only reason. Yeah, I know. You said Carl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's fucking got long hair in the fucking end of it.
Oh, I didn't watch that all the way through. I didn't know that. I just know.
Finish something with your life. Jesus, Zeus. Anyway, I have my answer for the zombie question, and it would be, I'm going to butcher her name, but Mia Malkovich or whatever from Resident Evil, because she's super hot and she's super strong and powerful.
Why do you
wouldn't-
wanna be
She's the main
super
girl from
hot
Resident
in
Evil.
the
You wouldn't-
apocalypse, though.
You wouldn't make it.
Why not?
You wouldn't make it through 10 minutes. You'd be like,
Dude, she's so strong. She can do that and kill shit. No, but legit though, isn't she basically immune too?
I don't know.
I think.
I'm pretty sure she's basically
so.
immune. She's also like a clone of a clone of a clone of a clone of a clone. You probably haven't watched all of Resident Evil because you don't know how to finish anything.
I've played.
Do you know all of the ABCs?
I've played one game. Hey, I know how to
Did
finish.
you?
I have 2 kids, sir.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you'll get a chance to relearn it when they get to that point.
Oh.
All right. Well, I'm ending it on the zombie note. All
Let's
right.
do it.
For everyone
Hey,
watching and listening, what?
Go ahead.
What?
Continue.
Are you ruining me?
Continue.
Okay.
You've been ruined a
I
long
was just
time
gonna
ago.
say- Yeah. Oh, yeah. All our audio listeners, thanks for being here. Please follow us on all our social medias. You can find it in the description. If you're not listening or watching us on YouTube, you should be. And we'll see you guys next time. Zeus, do you want to ruin it by saying something now?
Welcome to the couch, Donut. Donut couch.
Okay. All right. See you guys.